Image and Design Concepts Assignment. Title: Apache Web Server. Presentation video, second part. Lecturer in charge Mr. Lakmal Rupasinghe, and the group members are Anjula, Hasini, Neranda, Binduka and Muthumali. Let's look at the flow of our presentation. What is Apache? Apache Web Server and other web servers. History of Apache. Usage of Apache. Advantages, and finally installation and configuration. Apache HTTP Server. The Apache HTTP Server, commonly referred to as Apache, is a web server software notable for playing a key role in the initial growth of the World Wide Web. In 2009, it became the first web server software to surpass the 100 million website milestone. Apache is a web-based server. Apache actually stands for Apache Server. Apache is characterized as open source software. And today, development of Apache is coordinated by a non-profit organization called the Apache Foundation. Apache has been written in C using a dynamic modular architecture. The pieces of code are built as shared libraries objects on Unix systems. These pieces of code can also be statistically compiled into Apache, and this makes Apache highly extensible and configurable. Although the main design goal of Apache is not to be the fastest web server, Apache does have performance comparable to high-performance web servers. The majority of web servers using Apache run a Linux operating system. Apache is developed and maintained by an open community of developers under the auspices of Apache Software Foundation. The application is available for a wide variety of operating systems such as Unix, GNU, FreeBSD, Linux, Solaris, Microsoft Windows, and etc. Released under the Apache license, Apache is characterized as open source software. Since April 1996, Apache has been the most popular HTTP server software in use. So, how does Apache compare to other web servers? Benchmarks tend to be a measure of configuration competence rather than of server quality. That is, if you are an expert in IIS, you can probably get it to run faster than you can get Apache to run. You can therefore find comparisons of various HTTP servers that prove that each is faster than all the others. Apache has been shown to be substantially faster, more stable, and more featureful than many other web servers. Although certain commercial servers have been claimed to surpass Apache's speed, we feel that it is better to have a mostly fast free server than an extremely fast server that cost thousands of dollars. Now let's look at the history of Apache. The Apache Web Server Foundation was created in late February 1994 by a team of 8 core contributors and 3 additional contributors. The first release was made in April 1995. Since its inception, Apache has reached many landmarks. In 1997, Apache ports for Windows 95 and NT platforms were announced. In 1998, IBM announced support for the Apache project, and a version of Apache is planned in its Internet Commerce servers. This graph illustrates the statistics on server share for the period August 1995 to May 1999. You may notice the symmetry indicating the rise of Apache and corresponding decline of NCSA over the period of time. The first version of the Apache Web Server software was created by Robert McCool, who was heavily involved with the National Center for Supercomputing Applications web server, known simply as NCSA HTTPD. When McCool left NCSA in mid-1994, the development of HTTPD stalled, leaving a variety of patches for improvements circulating through emails. There have been two explanations of the project name. According to the Apache Foundation, the name was chosen out of respect for the Native American tribe of Apache, well known for their endurance and their skills in warfare. However, the original FAQ on the Apache Server project's website from 1996 to 2001 claimed that the result after combining was Apache Server. The first explanation was supported at an Apache conference and in an interview in 2000 by Brian, who said that the name connoted "take no prisoners, be kind of aggressive, and kick some ass." So, how does Apache work? This graph shows you how it does. So, take a brief look at this. Blandford then contradicted this in a 2007 interview, stating that the Apache server isn't named in honor of Geronimo's tribe, but that so many revisions were sent in that the group called it Apache Web Server. Both explanations are probably appropriate. The Apache 2.x core has several major enhancements over Apache 1.x. These include Unix threading, better support for non-Unix platforms such as Microsoft Windows, a new Apache API, and IPv6 support. The first alpha release of Apache 2 was in March 2000, with the first general availability release on April 6, 2002. Now let's see the usage of Apache. Apache is primarily used to serve both static content and dynamic web pages on the World Wide Web. Many web applications are designed expecting the environment and features that Apache provides. Apache is redistributed as part of various proprietary software packages, including the Oracle database and the IBM WebSphere application server. Mac OS X integrates Apache as its built-in web server and as support for its WebObjects application server. It is also supported in some way by Boland in Kylix and Delphi development tools. Apache is included with Novel NetWare 6.5, where it is the default web server. Apache is included with many Linux distributions. Apache is for many tasks where content needs to be made available in a secure and reliable way. One example is sharing files from a personal computer over the internet.
Apache offers various advantages to users, developers, and web administrators. First one is features. Apache has various useful features, including implementation of the latest protocols. Then the next one is customizable. Apache's modular architecture allows you to build a server that is made to measure. Then the next one is administration. Apache configuration files are in ASCII, have a simple format, and can be edited using any text editor. They are transferable, so one can effectively clone a server. One can control the server from command line, which makes remote administration very convenient. Why Apache is extensible? Apache server and API source code are open to public. If there is any feature that you want but does not exist in Apache, you can write your own server module to implement